somebody. But no, we're talking about some real shit today. I don't know if you know, but I'm saving all my stuff for when somebody does come so I can talk to them about it. I didn't even bring water. That's how unprepared I am. I bet that would get a laugh if I was somewhere, but no, I brought no water. I'm just going into this hard, and we're just going to see what happens because it's all about doing it. It's repetition for me. And there we go. So, yeah, this is the show, dudes. And I think it's a great show to have, especially if you're someone like me. Someone who just talks out of their ass but tries to tie it together in a nice little bow. So that's what it's all about for me, at least. And then there's going to be other people on who also talk out of their ass and try to tie it in a little bow. And so I think that's what's up, at least for the evening. But I always think like, no, they're just like, they're not coming. They just said they were going to go, and then they're fucking with me. But nope, they're coming on. Maybe they're just doing their makeup or shit. Or maybe I have this on like mute. Like I did. I did one episode completely muted, and that's a whole other story. But yeah, let's get some points on the board. I never do the show on a Wednesday, but it just feels right given the circumstances. I never do it when I'm at my weakest, but I'm like killing it. Like normally, I'm just like, ugh, I'm in my head. But right now, you're getting the most authentic me, and I know I shouldn't keep saying, "Oh, I'm killing it," but I am, and that's fine. That is fine. I guess I could talk about something real, but nobody's bouncing me off, so I'm not wasting my time on that. I'm just gonna, keep going and talk about other bullshit that comes to head at the moment. But yeah, so far. Oh, here we go. Stay in the call. Yes, of course. Yeah, that's so weird that it asked me that, but that's because I'm here alone. Normally there'd be another person, but they're not here for whatever reason because they know I like to talk shit. And also, I gave them an hour notice. Barely an hour. I was literally driving and decided I want to put on a show because I deserve it. No, okay, I'll be honest. I was at the Prime Day barbecue, and then I remembered, wait a second, I have a show that I said I was going to do. And these people don't know that I'm a comedian, and these people don't want to find out. They just think I'm some creep who drives in his dad's BMW to work. Why does he work there? But that's a whole other story that we will get to when fucking people show up. But there, well, let's see what the story is. Tell me when I'm standing by. Yeah, are you fucking watching the show? No, you're just gonna drop in like without watching where you go. Like that's fucked up. I'm gonna text this person to watch the fucking show. Oh, but it autocorrect to shell. But that's the point. Is that's when they need to know when to come in. But yeah, fucking come in. Even though I was doing just fine until that interruption happened, and now it's hard. It's once you get kicked out of that flow, you can't go. You can't get it back. But I remember what I was talking about, which was that I just sometimes it's nice to that. Nope, I don't even have the thought. Damn it, no. But I'm trying to get it. It's like that kid who's like, when you hope and you dream. That kid. But no, it's like sometimes it's nice to be appreciated by, I guess, friends. But these people are not your friends. So yeah, that's and it's hard to make them. It's hard to make people your friends when they feel like I don't know. It's easier as a comedian to be somebody's friend because they know what you're here for. But when it's not a comedian, it's like, oh, ulterior motives. But no, I'm just trying to get some fucking followers. Is that so goddamn hard? But these people are all standoffish, like thinking that they're like, dude, I got enough friends. I'm like, yeah, me too. I'm from New York, okay? The friend capital of the world. Yeah, that's right. But that's like, yeah, it's the best. It was that when I was from there, I fucking don't make this kind of show where you're just like, oh, my life. I used to have New York. No, but it was okay. Oh, here we go. I'm not. I might make her wait because we were reminiscing about New York, you and I. But here we go. We've got some New York. I might have to fix this.
Hello.
Hello. Oh,
Were you yelling at me before? I wasn't sure. Like on text, you sounded so angry. I don't have my YouTube up because it doesn't go to my
that's
thing.
It's too bad.
So now I'm just gonna fire it up, but I don't think I need it. I don't think you need me playing it in the background. It's live. I see it on my phone.
I was just thinking, like a true improviser is watching and waiting to jump in. You know, like that's all. Just,
Oh, okay. I thought you were like yelling at me. 'Cause
no, I got them nice and lubed up for you. That's for sure. Like this
Okay.
audience that we've got, they're super lubed up. Oh,
You mean
you
there's
said the
zero
fuck.
people?
Yeah.
There's zero people. I'm
Well,
eating.
you know what? I look at it this way. It's like a time capsule podcast because we're not really talking about. Are you fucking eating? Whatever. That's fine. I'm talking, so that works out perfectly. But I think that's hilarious how many times you just do that. So it's good. And maybe I'll make you choke, which is even better. Speaking of food, oh my God. I was at a barbecue today, and let me tell you, I woofed. I shouldn't have done it, like, cause I can tell when I like look into the camera. I ate too much, so.
Do you have that too? That body dysmorphia where when you after you eat a large meal, you feel like your face got bigger?
I wouldn't call that body dysmorphia. That's just a fact that happens. That if you eat, it first goes here and then it goes there. And
Within an hour?
yes, it starts in the face and then it'll go to your body eventually. But that's what happens.
I thought I was freaking out, but now that you're telling me it's a real thing, I'm very self-conscious now. I never want to eat again.
You get a fat head. No, you're gonna eat. You're gonna fucking eat. But the thing is, you gotta eat small, and that's what they tell you. You can't like have a good meal. That's the truth. Damn. So we got our first sad face of the night from I can't really pronounce his name, but you'll have to look into it. But
why is it a sad face?
I don't know what these people's problems are. Like, I mean, I'm doing just fine with that. This is like a weird breakup. Like, I'm doing just fine, you know? I'm going live online, but I'm doing it in like a better way. Not like some asshole who goes on Instagram live. I'm telling you, you got to go the extra step and click. So, you know, to get to YouTube, where it's private to a certain extent, and also this is a real shop that we got going. You know, this is a real show, and I meant to say shop when I should have said show earlier, but that's the point. This is a real business we've got going, and you're gonna see when our next guest joins us, who should be any minute now. He's, you know, I always tell him to run a little late, but that's how I run the train of the show. Because yeah, now it's a train. Because there's nothing stopping this train. I don't know. You know what's interesting? So I'm watching you on the YouTube, which I shouldn't because that's laggy, and then I'm watching you in the OBS, and it's like I can't tell which one to like react off of. So I think it's the OBS. Yeah.
You saying I look the same?
No, there's two different ones.
All Asians look the same. Is that what you're saying? You don't know which one to react to?
Oh my God.
YouTube me or the OBS me?
Don't blow your wad on that. Like, you know, we can do that any other time. But for that, no. I'm just saying it's just there's two different versions of you, like some sad, some happy, and I'm like, do I go after this one or that one? Yeah. I guess that's just proof that I may be autistic. Ha 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 ha. I wish I didn't say that, but it's true. That's what autistic people say right after they say that, so it works. It tracks.
Ha 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 ha. Like they laugh like ha 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 ha.
I don't know. Maybe that's your tick.
I thought it's my autistic. I probably am. I'm somewhere on the spectrum, I think.
If you're hanging out with me, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Oh,
uh-oh.
Perfect timing. All right, we have our first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Ba-da-da-da-da. All right, the show is beginning. Okay.
Hello, Michael.
Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Jared.
All right, you're probably wondering why I've gathered you both here. I figure you're both finance bros now, both of you, and it's good to have a network. And also, this is a finance bro sort of podcast because we're on extremely.live. They have us on pirate radio, and they talk about finance and shit. Oh, that chime means we are blowing up. That's like a middle finger on the pod because it takes you away from where we need to go. But the point is, it's great. But the point is that we have this thing, this network, and I'm trying to like branch it out and pull it this way and that way. And so we're going to talk about a bunch of shit right now. That's for sure. Not about finance by any means, just our perspective. But I
Why
thought,
did you bring two finance bros on a show that wasn't going to be about finance?
well, because you're not finance bros yet. You're on the way, and I'm here to intervene. That's the truth. I want you to
And
stick to your craft of
turn the
being
ship
comedians.
around. Yeah.
You
Well,
guys are both deviating. You guys were both supposed to be funny comedians. What the fuck happened?
well, like you learn a lot of things as you get older. Nah,
I'm older than you, like by like a long shot. Like I think by almost a decade.
Oh, come on. Life is crazy. Wait, I don't even know. What do we like? What denotes a finance bro? What makes you that?
Oh, don't turn this on me.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
What is it?
It's called finance.
See,
Finance.
there you go. But
That's all I got.
yeah, that's all you got. Thank you for helping. I'm just saying somebody who kind of loses their soul to money. Like that's a little bit, and like you lose your essence. You're not as funny. You don't fuck as good either. Like shit like that happens to you because you're just chasing this. I think she knows what I'm talking about. She probably goes out with a bunch of them. Yeah.
I was just gonna interject that I feel like the finance bro community are like huge comedy groupies, right? Have you noticed that as well?
Yeah, like I think like the finance bro community is like they overlap with the we like sports unironically community and
Yeah.
the what kind of stove burner you got in the backyard kind of guys too. Like
That's when they age into that. They age into the stove burner in the backyard guy. But before that, they're the sports guys.
I think they're the only ones who give it up and watch shit. That's the only other cool thing about them is
About
that
finance
they're the
bros?
only ones who will give it up to something cool and sit and they'll watch your shitty play maybe. Like, because they get dragged to it. Yeah, they'll waste bullshit time because they've got it. Not me though. Maybe yeah. I don't know. If you're someone finance, call in right now. But there's nobody listening, so that's
well,
perfect.
can I ask Tiffany a question?
Sure.
Tiffany, I don't know that we've ever met in person,
We've
but
not.
No, you've never met this person.
so like like what do you unless Jared has spoken to you directly about why he thinks you are this, like what do you think he's like putting at towards you or like pulling at, you know what I mean? Like I get a sense of why he might be saying it about me, but like why do you think he's throwing that label at you?
That I'm a sellout, that I'm deviating from comedy and going into this straight-laced world, trying to turn it around. No, okay. So Jared, do you want me to give our answer, or do you want me to give a canned answer, canned reply?
Oh no, give our answer. Whatever.
All
Whatever
right,
comes to
yeah.
mind. I'm asking the most asshole questions for entertainment at this point, and I'm like, yeah, no. So whatever comes to mind.
All right. Okay, sure. So, Jared and I had this plan that I would be his puppet, his Asian female
What? Yeah. Okay.
comedy
I didn't say it
puppet.
had to be Asian. You just happened to be. And I happened to also piss off Asians at one point. It was hilarious on this guy's wall, Steve Ling. And so I'm not saying that that's why I did that, but it was because, yeah, I gave him a shout on the pot. So I think now we're even. But yeah, you can
Yeah.
definitely find it. I'm glad he didn't delete it because it's hilarious. I trolled and it was great. But we're back to, this isn't about me. This is about comedy.
That's our answer. So basically, Jared being the what's the word?
I'm not going to help you.
No, I don't, or whatever. I was gonna say something a tad playfully anti-Semitic, but I'm not gonna say it.
We're all ethnic
But, yeah,
people on this.
We're all ethnic on this. It's not really racism. We're all punching.
We're all
sideways.
allowed to. Yeah,
We're all
exactly.
punching sideways.
Yeah. Unless you're a wasp, then yeah, we got nothing on you.
But yeah, he wanted to. He was ostracized, I guess, from the comedy community. He's made some.
She doesn't know like you know. I think that's what's interesting. She has no idea in the way that you probably know more.
I'm basically his Trojan horse.
Ah,
and I've decided, and so because I've decided to focus more on my career, he's like, well, where the fuck is my Trojan horse now?
Where are you going?
Where,
Yeah.
where are you going? I was getting you in so I could fucking go and kill everybody who has wronged me.
Basically, yeah.
It
I
was
built this for you. I built this whole to do comedy and we're not doing it. So yeah.
we're doing the podcast.
Now we are. Yeah, this is
We're doing
comedy
the podcast.
technically.
Yeah,
So
we're doing the
that's the
podcast.
silver lining.
yeah.
I've just not been in the mic scene. I've just not been grinding the mic scene, which has disappointed my sensei.
Yes, that's
Yes.
me. Yeah.
Okay, fair. So like, I similarly haven't been grinding per se, and actually, I had that thought like moments before getting on. Well, you know what? I don't do what I used to do. Just like dedicatedly go out and spend hours and thusly years of my life just like combatively trying to make others laugh more than someone else before or after me. Like I don't really do that anymore. But like
I mean, you were good, man. I'm here to remind you that you had an improv duo that fucking beat all the old improv nerds. Literally, that's what they were called, and you guys beat them, like, and showed everybody the new way. The problem is, your ship drowned or whatever. Your vessel,
Our ship did not drown. We jumped from a sinking ship. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. It was a sinking ship. Go ahead.
I don't know where you're at, like with I guess your creative pursuits, Tiffany, but like like when it comes to comedy, it's definitely as much of a simmer compared to like what it was, 6 years ago, 5 years ago.
yeah, that's what's crazy.
But like I still do like I'll produce like a video every now and then that I'm happy about. That I'm like, yeah, I think this is pretty fucking good. And I live really close to QED, and I guest host the Thursday night mics like about 2 times a month, or like where I'll like host that and do like 5 minutes. So it's really at a simmer as far as me going out. I've been doing a lot more music. I've been
I notice.
I've been playing music out a bunch, and I've been making like a little bit of money doing that. And actually, I'm not gonna say anything about it other than this, but like Matt and I still, fairly actively write stuff. Like we actually
That's what I want to hear.
yeah, no, we've been writing stuff. Like we just finished like a pilot like this past month, and we're gonna try to film a good bit of it over the Thanksgiving break. Like I'm gonna go out there and like so like the for me the passes are much more long haul instead of like little Pyrrhic victories.
Hey, I didn't expect you to go perform improv in a caveat with that, gang of ex-UCB people who changed the name of Worldwide to them. I'm not going to give them a shout out, because I'm not going to create any mental energy towards them. But the thing is, I'm surprised, I'm glad you didn't go that route. But I wish there was, I don't know.
Well, maybe it's upon us all to like, create the world we wish to see. But like,
well, hey, I mean, I haven't stopped either. I'm just taking a small break. But actually, you will see me come back. This is the perfect time to promote. Ugh, I shouldn't have. Now I screwed up because I said the word promote. Fuck. Anywho, there's going to be a video show that I'm doing where I'm premiering a new animation, and you can check it out on the 23rd of July. And it's going to be at 9 o'clock at 79 Grattan Street. It's cool club sort of video vibes. That's what they do. That's what the name of the show is, I believe. I don't know.
Cool video vibe.
That would be, yeah, that's what I think it's called. You should definitely look it up. I said the address, so like look it up. I'm going to be premiering it at the Cool Vibe Video Club show. So check us out, or check it out, because I'm not affiliated with them. It is done with a new crew of people. Some of you who may know them, some of you might not, but that's a good time to like take a break and talk about that, because we do not have much time, folks. We don't,
right.
Because we don't pay for Google Meet. That's right. And
so we have an hour or 3 minutes?
We have an hour, and but the thing is, yeah, I don't know. You don't want to use the hour.
I have the unlimited Skype. I could use Skype for days. You
Oh,
should
yeah. Hmm.
chew on that for the next
Chew on
episode.
that. Yeah, I don't know. This was her idea, and that's why I sort of cut
Well,
her in
yeah,
more
I
than
gotta.
any other person thus far on this program. Like she's been on like more
Every
times,
episode. I'm
almost
basically.
every, almost.
Was there one without me?
There's
Yeah,
a
maybe there
few,
was one.
and there's gonna
Oh.
keep. You know what? I rotate. This is also a good time. I'm testing. I'm testing out co-hosts all the time because that's what a showrunner does.
So who's your favorite?
Oh man, talking to myself. Apparently, I was doing so good before you came. You weren't listening, but yeah, I was like killing it, just doing improv alone. Man, I used to do
Answer the
that.
fucking question, Jared. Who's your favorite? Don't deflect.
Oh man, you just want validation, but I'll give it to you because you are.
Oh, why?
What a
Why?
back and forth.
Why?
I take and
Why?
I give at the same
Jared,
time.
why? I want to know why.
Why
Be
the
specific.
favorite? Now I have to give you a reason.
Yeah.
I want to, and it can't be sexist.
Well, it could be. I don't care. The first thing that comes to mind, why?
The first thing that comes to mind is because you will agree to talk to me at most any hour of the day, whereas no one else will. Not even my best friend will, and that's
So I won based on attendance? What the fuck? That's
Ooh.
no.
Yeah,
That is
see, I knew it.
Sick burn.
No,
Sick
but
burn.
also we've got a history. Me, yeah, just like I've got a history with you, Mike. She and I, we got a history. We go way back.
As you should.
Yeah,
You know?
Just to be clear, it wasn't a sexual history. We scooped ice cream together.
I mean, if you want to call it that, that's what yeah.
That's what the kids called it back then.
It was pretty
Yeah.
sexual for
Scooping
me.
the ice cream. Scooping the
Yeah,
ice
remember
cream.
when I used to come behind you and I would, take the spades in, like, because I'd be like, oh, sweet cream's over here. And then you were like, yeah, it is. Ah.
Hey, I'm going to go make some hot waffle cones now.
Yeah, we worked at Cold
That was-
Stone, if you're
yeah.
not following.
Um,
That's where we got the bug to want to perform and entertain and be, and sing some. You could have worked there, man, because you're a music guy.
yeah, singing every time we got a tip. That's what musicians want to do, Jared. Nice.
Yeah, it was good exposure, man. If TikTok was around, I'd be that guy, DJ Malad or whatever. I'd be like, throwing ice cream and having a Google Glass over it and like, do a little gay voice. Not that there's any, yeah, whatever. I can't take it back. I can't do the Seinfeld or whatever, but you know what I mean. Like, it's okay.
You know what's hilarious though is that my time at Cold Stone, I actually had more street clout from working at Cold Stone than I ever did grinding the comedy scene. Nobody will remember my stand-up, but I remember I had a name tag. We all had name tags, right, on our apron. So I remember one time I went to the supermarket and someone's like, "Oh my God, you're Tiffany." I was like, "How the fuck do you know my name?" They're like, "You scoop ice cream at Cold Stone."
Ooh.
And after that, I changed my name. I was like, "That's too creepy."
From Tiffany to what?
Maverick.
Oh, okay.
Because I was a big Top Gun fan. Shout out to Top Gun, the sequel. But I didn't see it. But my best friend was Iceman, which was a great name for an ice cream, like a nickname. So she was Iceman and I was Maverick.
Yeah, we got names like that at work. We do little Top Gun names,
Your goose.
Yeah, essentially. No, they call me Hydro. Hydro Dan, because they don't know my name is Jared, because it's my legal name, Daniel, so Hydro Dan. But that's besides the point. We're getting away from the topics at hand, which is nothing really. We're not trying to gain anything or push you in any direction. We're just trying to talk about the past, and maybe people can find some therapy through that. And that's that. Yeah, it's not about like, it's just forcing you to think about it. It's not supposed to. Yeah, I don't think anyone really left comedy. Comedy, I would say it left me before it left any of you. So, yeah.
Michael, do you go to therapy?
I don't presently go actively. I have a meditative practice that I do every day, but for like a couple years, I've not. That's more finance.
Sounds like you got a therapist back there, anyways. Yeah. Hey. That's what I always do. No, I find the best therapist is somebody who is, I don't know, I can't say it, but the point is that I don't want to go to therapy I know I've told you, Tiffany, that I was going. I'm not anymore. But the only therapist I want is a lady who will eventually, who like makes me become a better man, so that I can want to date her. I think that's how it goes. Yeah, I didn't even say that well, but that's the point.
You killed your bit. I've heard this joke on another podcast before.
Yeah, on my
Jared,
podcast, yeah.
Yeah, on your podcast, you're still trying this joke.
And I didn't even do it well.
Yeah.
It sucks. Yeah.
Are you actually?
I
You're
almost
still
wanna
going to
hang up.
therapy for real, though, right?
Yeah,
Please tell me
yeah.
you're still okay.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second. I was like, "Did you really quit therapy?"
I know, and now I
Yeah.
can't do that joke, I guess.
Sorry, I
Fuck.
just
It's a
called you.
good thing. I have nothing but good things to say about it. You know, like
Yeah.
as long as we're all open to just pick up tips and tricks from, you know, all sorts of unexpected places to help us get through.
I just realized like my light is like way too hot on me, but whatever. It's not important. But
It's
yeah,
well done.
it's funny
Yeah.
that I just kind of want to deflect about mental wellness when I'm suggesting that you can find that through listening to this. But you can, I would say, if I could only fucking talk about me and my life and my struggles, you would know. You would get something out of it, that's for sure. But I'm
What's
not.
the viewership like here? You know, what are we talking about? Let's crunch the numbers.
No,
Like,
I am not letting you control the show.
Okay.
I control how it goes. I don't ask the. I'm not going to talk about how it goes. I'll slip it in a little bit here and there, but I'm not going to blow my wad in one like shot about like, oh, this is that and that. No, that's how you lose listeners. And so
All right.
far,
How do we go? How do we lose from zero?
lose.
Like we have 0 listeners right now.
Well, we're also
guessing. How
on
do we
pirate
lose
radio.
something?
So I'm just
You've
saying.
been saying that means nothing to me.
Yeah, because you don't listen to it.
I know.
Extremely.live. It's not because I
Okay.
keep saying extremelylive.com, which I think is cooler in my opinion, which I know I shouldn't shouldn't
Sending
say.
people in the wrong
no,
direction.
I hear that extremelylive.com. That's like as legit as it gets. You know.
Yeah, no, but this is extremely.live, and there's stickers all around. It's like pirate radio. It's supposed to be good. Oh damn!
Well-
I realized no. Something keeps like getting fucked up. You're gonna see like on the show. Like if you watch the clip, like the little thumbnail below us, like the little background keeps getting fucked up. I gotta fix that. Not today, on some other episode or whatever.
Yeah.
But that like distracted me. So yeah, we need to get to the topic at hand, which was the thing that everybody doesn't want to answer. So? I mean, I don't need to. I know why everybody needs to grow up and chase money, but just tell me, does it hurt? Are you still like? Have you closed anything?
Are we talking about real estate?
I mean, sure, if you'd like to say.
So I have a new listing going live.
Yeah, see,
today.
she's like
There.
she's a boss bitch.
So here's the thing. I got my real estate license, and like I've really not enjoyed it. So like I make my money predominantly by teaching kids to play music, like in private
Yeah.
lessons. And
Oh, so still an artist.
I
Still
do,
doing
like,
that.
photo assistant work at a studio. That's been my bread and butter. Like, and it's not that I haven't, like, I tried the real estate thing for like a solid like month, and I just found a lot of things that I didn't like, and that's not saying.
What don't you like about it? Because I was a realtor at one point, and it did not work out for me. Are you not showing people spaces in your area or something? Because that's where I fell victim to it.
No, I've shown people spaces. I think one of the big thing that hurt my side about it is like, I don't like how discriminatory people are against people with vouchers, like housing vouchers.
Oh,
It kind of like profoundly like sets my person, because like it's almost an impossible feat to help somebody with a voucher. Not that it is, but it's like
I heard about that. John Oliver did a thing on that. Like John Oliver, on HBO, he did a whole thing about this. So check it out. Yeah, you don't need to go into that. But Tiffany, what do you think about this? This moral
I actually
dilemma.
have a great work anecdote about that. So in the midst of COVID, I was working with a landlord who had a multifamily that there was one unit that just was not renting. It had really small bedrooms. It was a 3-bedroom, 1-bath out in Bed-Stuy. So no, I had a lot of like, standard, we'll call them standard renters that have like, income, blah, blah, blah. They meet the financial qualifications. They just did not want to apply for this apartment. So eventually I had to lower the price. And at some point when I lowered the price, it hit the threshold for when people with vouchers would hit me up for it. And so that kind of forced my hand to learn about the vouchers because there was this need to fill this vacancy. And what I learned was there is this program. It's not Section 8, it's City FEPs, right? And,
say it again. City FAPs?
FAPs. FEPs. FHEPS.
Am I hearing this right? FAPs? City FAPs?
But yeah, so there's like incentives for the landlord to get a City FAPs voucher. You're basically getting guaranteed income. And part of the appeal is that, the tenant who gets the voucher, they're paying for part of it instead of the voucher covering all of it. So that kind of, I don't know, I guess in some landlords' minds, they're just like, oh, okay, you're kind of helping a person out of a bad situation, which you can say for every single voucher, right? Like that's not a fair assessment to say, but I do think that there is that level of additional confidence. And I think when your back's against the wall and you're a landlord that needs to make these mortgage payments, you start becoming more open-minded. I think in the context of COVID, me as a broker kind of had to force myself to learn about, this voucher affordable housing system that in a good market, I would never have to touch it. But because I learned a lot. It was actually very humbling, and it was a beautiful experience for me as a real estate agent, because most of the times I feel like I'm just helping a bunch of rich people get richer. But in this instance with the voucher, it kind of reminded me about the human nature of real estate, because I had actually helped this woman who was a single mom with like she had 5 kids. Single mom with 5 kids who was living in a shelter that just got shut down. And
wow. And so you helped a woman? Perfectly. She had vouchers and you helped it? Like, all right.
I placed her, and it worked. It took a while. There was so much red tape, and the city manages it so shitty. It took me forever to get paid on it. But it was one of those things where I was just like, dude, you know what? COVID has changed my mindset on what's important in life, and it's just the basic needs of your health, shelter, and
Yeah. I hope that inspired you a little bit, Michael.
To get back in it, Michael.
To get back in. Yeah. I don't even call you Michael, but it's just because it's reading
Mike?
it. Yeah, Mike. Hope that inspired you.
Yeah, no, that definitely, it's inspiring. I get just encountered a lot of the thorny part of the bush. Like, that's what I feel like I came into it, and I hit face first into all the brambles and mosquitoes. Like, you know what I mean? That's where I spawned in the game. Like, I
know the feeling.
Yeah.
But I have a friend who's like, he's kind of in between places, and he like buy into an apartment or a condo, and like it'd be cool to make a whole lot of money, but I do want to do it in a way that is so honest to myself. So like
it never is. It never is.
I will challenge you there, Jared. You can find a way to do it, Michael, and it takes time. I've been in this since 2013, and I've been in your shoes where I on and off will be like, I can't engage with this because everyone's gross, and I'm like, I'm a creative, this is corny, I'm gonna leave, do my own thing. And then I always kind of fall back into it, because I think being a real estate agent is one of those jobs where it's not really a job, but you can kind of still pass it off that you're like not living completely on the fringes. Like,
we're kind of like,
oh yeah, I'm an adult.
We're like the devil and the angel, because I'm telling you, get out of the game, man. It's bad for you. Like, and yeah, I don't know.
But a lot of successful real estate agents are former actors and former creators.
Because they lost their fucking looks.
Yeah, former models, former actors and actresses, they do really well, actually.
They're just shitty lawyers with cell phones. They're like without a law degree. They're just, they don't deserve the money they make. And then they have these pyramid things that you have to pay them money to just exist as a realtor. Like, I'm sure you have to pay dues. I paid them. And yeah, so that's the other perspective of it. But also, I totally agree with not following your dreams because you're talking to a guy who delivers packages. So there you go.
But that's temporary. We've gone through this so many times, Jared, where
Yeah.
we've acknowledged this is the season of your life is a stepping stone, and you're just kind of figuring out your shit.
I don't think so. I figured it out. I'm a fucking fuck up, and this is how it goes. And hopefully, one day, all the fucking up will have led to something real. That's all.
We've been talking about the new thing, Jared. So that's getting legs. So I'm working on that for us.
Yeah, oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But I want everybody to have new things. That's like my whole
Yeah.
motto. I want everybody to have what I have. I actually, if I were president, I know that now you can see it's a setup for a joke. Fuck. But the point is, I want everybody to have a new toy every month. I think that's the sweetest thing. I feel so bad that no one else can have that. I just want everyone to get something nice. And that's why it's so beautiful that Prime Day exists to give people, the option of paying $10 less, and for every package they get. And no, I'm gonna go off on a real quick thing because this is my show and I can do that. And Bill Maher does that on his. And, I'm not him, but the thing is, I delivered like 5 fucking huge ass boxes to this guy's house. And like his wife just like ran in before I could get there, but it was fine because I acknowledged she saw it. Anyways, he comes out and he's like, "What the hell is this? Did she get all this?" And I'm like, "Yep." And he's like, he like takes off his belt and goes inside, like attitude. Like he's like, "Oh, she's gonna get it tonight." I'm like, "Yeah, I know she is." I don't know what it is about. Why do all these guys think I'm into this misogynist humor? Because they're right. I am. I laugh every time they make a joke like, "What did she buy?" Yeah. So I just think it's great that they know. But it's fantastic. They all got a sense of humor. I wish I can come in and have a meal with them right after they do that. But no, I guess, yeah, that's too much to ask.
Maybe you'll
Anywho,
get a holiday tip.
I would hope so. But I mean, they say you can't take them. I'm taking them. Like I said, one week I got $40, and then never again. I got no money ever since. Like that time I got $40. I got like 5 here and there. But and yeah, that paid for something. That probably paid for
Weed.
No, there was like a moment where I was just throwing money down. I can't remember when or how. Oh, I remember the 4th of July, where I
Was that
got
cream
sort of
pies?
screwed. Wait, what?
$40 worth of cream pies.
Ha! Oh yeah, that's another thing. I was telling Tiffany I got a bit of an addiction, and that's what's slowing down my health progress. I'm into these, I don't know. You go to the bodegas, right? Right, Michael? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to disassociate from this. I get it. No. Yeah, bodegas. They got these snacks, and there's a specific one I got my eye on. It has. I can't say it. It just sounds gross because it has cream in it and a little pie. And it's yeah, I'm just addicted to these things because one time a lady like had it in the thing, and I had one, and I was like, I had like my pupils fucking dilated from the corn syrup.
Oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that's what it is. Have you ever had one?
Yeah, the grandma.
Yep.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. It just it blows. Yeah, it blows
You
me
gave
away.
you gave a grandma a cream pie.
I mean, I would for one of those. Depends on the grandma. I mean, you know what? Because of Roe v. Wade, we're gonna have a lot less. We're gonna have a lot younger grandmas. Fuck, not a lot less. A lot younger grandmas, and especially because of Roe v. Wade. Anytime I go online at the grocery store and I see a woman there at checkout, and she's checking me out, I make sure to ask her for her consent to buy these things. Because, I know it's a little weird. Yeah, I butchered that, but hey, that's why I'm not a pro. And back to you in the studio. But yeah, let's see. Do we have any more comments from the... Yeah, we do. We have a ton. I've been talking to this guy the whole time, and he's been screenshotting this and sending it to his group thread. I don't know what his problem is, but that's all right, because that's what some people want to do with their time.
Who's messaging you?
Somebody in the, because I don't know if you saw the link that I tagged you in, but we go live on YouTube, and we have somebody in the chat who's like trolling. So, just saying, that's a good way to take the onus off of me trying stand up for 2 minutes and not working out. I used to do stand up at Mike's show, and his mother was my biggest fan, Tiffany. So,
Aw,
yeah.
Yeah, huge fan. Jared is funny, and
that's my guy.
Well, I had like material that was like practiced. That I wasn't just like throwing shit at a wall. It's a lot harder when you're cooped up in a van all day. Yeah. And like just thinking of thoughts, and then you have to say them out loud for the first time, and they don't always work out. So yeah, I can tell you guys probably want to get on this train out of here, but it was
I mean, I'm
fun.
trying to look for these comments. They're not here. I'm on the page.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
you
yeah,
clicked
yeah,
the
oh, I
wrong
see, I
link.
see.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
I see. Yeah, it's on the side now. It used to be on the
yeah.
bottom. All right, so it's Alex. You can fix it if scored in the highest score for.
I don't need to spend any mental energy on this guy, whoever he is. This
Can I
masked
ask-
man.
can-
Yeah.
here's a business idea. I don't know if this is. Y'all tell me what you think, but let's look back on that improv. What if you had, I'm sure this exists, but like, what if you had a space where it's kind of like a fun house, you know, or like a swingers club, except there's no sex, but you do pay at the door. You can stay as long as you want. And the only thing happening on like 3 floors is like crazy eights and, random jams and just like improv exercises. And it's kind of like, yeah, like a club, you go from one room to one room, you open the curtain, and instead of people banging, it's like, wow, these people are doing a scene about blah, or there's a park bench of truth in this next room. You just kind of
That's fun. I mean, you know what? That sounds fun. I wish that it was more interactive. I'm sure it is, but
Oh, yeah,
it's
you
a haunted
jump in.
house.
Look,
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like when I wander into the wrong class at Pearl Studios.
Oh, that too.
Remember Pearl Studios? Like, where am I going? Oh, this is a tap class? Where's my audition? Oh, it's yeah.
No, you know what it
Literally
reminds me
Pearl
of?
Studios.
It's Sleep No More without the masks.
It is Sleep No More meets Pearl Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meets haunted house.
what's a fair price tag? You know,
I
you
think
have a water fountain.
you know what? You guys know spaces. You guys can get access to spaces and fucking, rent them out and do
What's
that.
that going rate for renting a Pearl Studio room for like an hour? By the way, I have a funny Pearl Studio story that this just jogged my memory of. And this is why I left acting. Because I used to book shitty shows on Mandy. You and I talked about this last night, Jared. So there was
No,
a
we
shitty
didn't.
movie.
Nope,
Yeah,
that wasn't me.
shitty
Who are
indie
you
movie on IMDb. But before that, or around that same time, I answered this call to be on a kids show, and the guy that was running the auditions was so creepy. Like, he made all the women act like little girls, and it seemed like a weird kink call. And a bunch of the girls that were there got super freaked out, and we all just like made eye contact with each other. That at the next bathroom break, we were like jettisoning out of there and leaving. And some of them just stuck it out, and this is just a weird thing. It was almost like getting Weinstein or Louis C.K. without. Yeah, it was almost like getting Louis C.K. But it was just like,
I get the same shirts
like
as
a little
Louis.
girl.
Oh.
They made us wear pigtails like this.
Like
They made us
that.
wear pigtails like this and dance around like this and
Ugh.
sing about some fucking song about sunshine.
Welcome
I
to
was probably
showbiz.
22.
You
welcome
were talking to the
showbiz.
least sympathetic guy. I'm sorry. You were talking to the wrong. I'm like, yeah, it's your fucking job. Do it. But no, I get it. It's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad that they do that, and that's what you sign up for in these positions. I'm sorry if you want to be on camera. That's you are a whore. That's what and you should be treated as such. I am one too because I want attention. I am an attention whore. There you go. Sorry, it sucks that you get fucked along the way, and I have, and it sucks. Like, you get good fucked and bad fucked, but mostly bad. And it's nice that there's a movement about it to rectify it, but, there is no but, It's great that it exists. There's always blowback from it, though. I mean, I think it should have always been this way, I think people should have always been like, he hit me, yeah! I think that, we didn't have to have a parade for it. Like, it should always have been, like, accountability first. But the thing, yeah. Now, now it's almost like, oh, great, he's crying again. Wah, wah. But yeah, no, that's my spiel on that. Like, yeah, now you don't care as much because they're like, oh, it's just so in your face. But yeah, that's besides the point. Anywho, I'm sorry that you went through that awful experience at Pearl Studios.
Fuck Pearl Studios.
This is gonna be my clip, by the way. That's gonna be my clip. I haven't had one in a few weeks, but that's how I look at it. Because most people, when they do a pod, they just put some bullshit on that they talked about. Me, I have to wait for like the feeling of jumping downstairs. Like that's how I know. Okay, I use for comedy. This I'll put out there for people to see. Like it has to be something big, like talking about the Me Too movement.
Yeah, I do a podcast. My buddy cuts the clips though.
Oh.
Cut the clips. I stream it. I do the legwork of getting it out and like put like get in the call and paying for Zoom. He cuts it up and puts it on like.
Oh.
Nice.
That's really cool though, but it sucks that he's taking reins of it. You should cut him loose, man. You don't need somebody holding you down and telling you what to do. Even though he's probably like, yeah, I don't know. That's just who I am. But yeah, you're a loyal guy. That's different. Don't take any lessons from me, cause
we won't.
Yeah, no, yeah, don't end up like me. That's for sure. No, you don't want that.
Shit. So like, what's next then? Like, what's on everyone's to-do list? What's happening this weekend?
Okay, I'll let you ask that one question, and we may give you answers.
Right.
Should I go first? Who wants to go
first? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Jared.
What's next for me? I'm going to keep working at Amazon until the day I get fired or die in like a crazy thing. I'm thinking I want to maybe make a movie there. I don't know if you know this. I went viral on TikTok delivering a package to a ring cam. 3 million people saw it, and I was like, oh, so like, and then people there at work think I'm like the spokesman for Amazon, so I might as well try to run with it a little harder, and we'll see if that happens. But I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket either. I learned character animation, so I've been putting out animated shorts. I put out the Cat Dads. We'll see if I can do another one. I might have another short coming up with a bunch of little Jewish action figures called the Kaikolas, which is a little slur. But the point is, we'll see if that ever materializes. And I'm just going to keep trying to land 360 kickflips on the skateboard. So, yeah, anyone else want to chime in? And probably going to be celibate all summer. Yeah, I have to add that in.
Yeah.
Does that speak for you as well? No, I could say yours too if you want. I'm just
my God, you want to speak for me on what my plans are?
Yeah, like a gentleman.
I'm scared. All right, go on. I will interject.
Yeah, I'm gonna
like an improviser. I'm gonna edit when you go.
Well, that's not what they do. Is improvise. They don't just run across the stage.
Run off the screen. Be like,
yeah, they don't just run in. No, they like either just add to it. They like you were very good about doing it. They'd add flames and fire, whatever.
I literally will hit the hang up button and then come back in. That's the edit.
Yeah, I used to do shit like that. I used to I get tagged out and I'd tag right back in like it was wrestling, just like yeah. And that was the best move I ever had because you would just automatically laugh. Like he just wouldn't let that happen. Yeah, you're not stealing focus. You got your line. Now it's my turn. So what you're gonna do is I'm gonna list a place, and then I'm gonna rent out a place. I'm gonna co-broke with this guy. Then we're gonna fuck in this van. Quiet. No, I not van. I meant like truck or something. Because it's not a car that I drive.
Private jet. It's a private jet.
Yeah, then we're gonna. You're just gonna do a bunch of like real estate shit and not go to any mics. You're not gonna go to the one that you went to twice because of me. And you're not gonna, I don't know. It's the world is your oyster. I'm not gonna say what you're not gonna do, but basically, a lot of it is real estate and looking for the man. Because that's what you need to do to lay your eggs. I get it.
Lay my eggs like I'm a salmon, and he's just like, psh.
I see you understand. Yeah, you even know what you're emulating. No, I know how they all work. Believe you me, I do. Like, even though I haven't had in a while. I haven't spoken to people either, or looked women in the eye, and outside of like giving them a package. I know how
A
how it is.
package, giving them your
Give,
package or a Amazon package.
Oh man, don't even get me started about my package today. Like, it was so hot out there. I kept almost sitting. Oh, I was in a bad seat. That's why they like gave me a seat. Sometimes if they give you a saggy seat, you can almost sit on your balls like every stop, like almost every time. And I'm not even like a special guy in any way. Like, it's just the saggy seats. I don't know. Maybe you can make a sex toy from a saggy seat, so you get good ball action, or I don't know, but just because you know what, it like props up your legs. I don't know, but it gives you like a real, you're like a chicken on an egg like scenario. Your balls are the egg, but yeah. So that's what's up for us.
What does your balls hit first, the chicken or the egg?
That's I just laughed at that. Damn it, but yeah.
Layup. I should go to the mic. But you know what? This is more improv than it is a mic. I feel like I need to play off other people.
This is different. This is
trust
cheap.
My own material. I'm a bit hacky.
We've talked about this. We already went through this, Mike. It's in previous episodes. She needs work, and you can't help her. Only I can. Yeah, it's like, it's not even that bad. She is not that bad. It's just like, it's, she's up at this point, but it's
Jared
like
wants me to get
I need
more
your writing.
personal.
Your writing needs to get up there.
He wants me to get raw and naked, and I'm not
Okay,
ready
I didn't
for
say that. I never said anything about that.
It. You wanted me to just put it all out there.
Yeah, that's what a good performer does. Like Michael Vergamia.
What's the last thing you put all out there?
He's a performer.
Let your vulnerability out on the stage for laughs.
He was an Equus. No, yeah, I'm thinking of someone else.
For laughs, like true.
Yeah. True painful story that you turned into comedy for laughs.
Probably something about like my dad. Probably something like about that. Like a truly painful thing. I don't know. It must have been something about that. Oh yeah. I like get a story about like when my mom and I moved to California and like she had to go to like fucking child court or whatever the hell that you call that.
Oh yeah, I think I was there for that. I might have.
Yeah.
I do recall that.
People seem to enjoy it. I found a way to just a cartoony but true story. Yeah. This conversation just like gave me ideas so hard. You know what I mean? I exploded with thought, like inspired by what you two were doing. Wow. So like stay tuned. I would hope I could ask you both to partake once I build a box for it. You know what I'm saying?
It's fine. I ate a bunch of sugar, so I get it. Like that's my secret. I'm not actually this inspiring or anything. It's drugs. And
Jared, I actually think our podcast is getting tighter.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you should have seen my opening monologue.
Yeah.
That's me doing a baseball bat. No, it was like I said. I think what it comes down to is you need to be physically feeling like shit, like you don't want to do it, and then you're gonna like be more into it and like take your time more because you're just too exhausted. Whereas normally I'm like, if I'm not working, I'm too all the way up and it's bad. Like I need to be a little more drained of my battery to do this properly. So,
Jared, are you bipolar by any chance?
No. If anything, I'm tripolar. No, that's not it either.
What's the Z axis of it if you're tripolar?
Yeah. I don't know, but I saw a really funny tweet about bipolar people the other day. They were just like, I'm not bipolar, I just got that dog in me. And I thought that was fantastic.
That just fucking reminded me of my favorite joke I heard at a shitty open mic, which was, and this wasn't my joke. I wish it fucking was.
Right, I wish that one was.
Oh my God. It was, they romanticize girls with ADHD as manic pixie dream girls when really they have a mental illness. Because ADHD, like, girls are like all spacey and like, oh my God, she's so ditzy.
They do have a mental illness, though.
Yeah. It's really, yeah.
Well, actually, I have a bit of a mental illness myself. No, this is perfect to go into. If since you are wondering, I have a bit of gender dysphoria. It turns out, I wish I were a hunk from the Midwest. Like, why am I not an 18-year-old good-looking guy with washboard abs? It kills me. I'm not who I'm supposed to be. Like, and it burns me up that I'm in this body. So that's my mental illness to a certain extent. I'm sorry if I have offended you by telling you about that. But that's my story. That's the thing I live with. Yeah, that instead I'm like this fucking ugly, gross ass avocado looking dude. You know, like
You actually look more like a kiwi.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like a
You're all
brown
fuzzy,
vegetable.
all fuzzy on the bottom. You're like
Yeah.
a shaved kiwi just on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's
Like, yeah,
exactly
you
like
look
that. I'm
like-
just a real piece of shit, and I wish I wasn't. And that's what I'm dealing with. I wish I wasn't.
Because a kiwi looks like a piece of shit now. Inside,
It's not. It's tart.
but it's not. It's not even. Not you think it's sour, but kiwis really aren't. You know what I mean? Ours are sourness. It's like they're just fresh and surprising. That's a kiwi.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, there's many layers. These kiwis, you know, they're like,
Just like you.
yeah.
Your little burst of flavor and juices.
Ugh.
Ugh. You know what else you look like? You look like a coconut.
Oh, here we go. Because it's fuzzy again. We're
It's
going back
fuzzy,
to that.
But it's got the white insides though, so it's like a little bit. It's got the white flesh. They actually call it flesh too, and you got the fuzzy brown outside.
Stop comparing me to fruit. Like, I'm not a fruit. All right, I'm just a normal guy. Like, I'm not what
You called yourself an avocado.
Yeah, I'm
corrected
aging
you.
like one. I age like one. That's not even my bit. That's like Jon Stewart. I like age like Jon Stewart. It's that shitty. Like, like I like 5 years ago. I looked so good. Let's pull up a picture of that. No, I'm not going to. But just saying. Ugh.
I
Like,
don't know. I think you're getting better looking. I think like
I just hate that I wasted all of my good looks, like my fresh face, on being a fat ass. Like, that's what kills me the most. Like, I had like this, like, yeah, like, you know, when you're in your early 20s and you just have that freshness to you. Yeah, I wasted it on being unhealthy. And so I had to consequently, like, I fucked every moment in my life. Because if I had just been, like, the best version of myself, I'd be living with some chick in Long Island. She'd be like making, burgers and shakes upstairs. We'd be sipping on cherry cokes. But instead, I live in my fucking. I don't want to. I live in my dad's house, like, in a van.
Yeah, Jared, I feel like your glow up's coming. You're like in your cocoon.
Oh, it's
stage
about
right
to
now.
happen. This is
Dude,
it.
when you said you were a young fatty, you're like those fat caterpillars, and now you're just like a chrysalis mush. This is your chrysalis
Well,
mush.
I think this is the time for me. Like,
You're
there's
gonna
no
be a
other
butterfly.
time.
You're gonna be a beautiful butterfly soon.
What? The world is ready. Like, if anything, like, I had lost faith in humanity, like, and not wanted to do this pod, but the world is ready. I am the voice of a generation doing a job they don't want to do. And that's how we relate to one another. Because we all have to do shit we don't want to do for fucking money and prostitute ourselves. Might as well just make it legal to do that. And that's the big takeaway from all of this and that's why it was so powerful and related to all these people, because we all do stuff we don't want to do for money. And that's the whole message behind this shit. Let's do things we want to do for money. Let's do things we want to do for money. So that's the big takeaway message in all of this. And I think we're about to get cut off. If we haven't already, let's see. No, we're not. We haven't got cut off. But
all right, so you made an interesting point, right? Because it's almost like the hero's journey, right? The capitalistic part of this story is the conflict. We need conflict to agitate the creativity. Oh, we've got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, you know that.
10-minute warning, yeah.
they're giving us the light.
Yeah. Well, at least we made it this far, because 15 minutes ago, I didn't know. But that's pretty good. So go on.
Oh, the 10 minutes fucked me up. Sorry.
Yeah. All right, maybe we just keep it at that. You're talking about capitalism and like.
Yeah. So it's the hero's journey, right? You need the conflict to force you to grow, right? So if it's like making you unhappy, I saw this TikTok the other day, and it was like, just write it off as it's part of the plot of the whole tapestry of your life story.
Oh, for sure. I
Yeah.
don't know where precisely I'm landing, but I have at no point lost. Well, that's not, my faith is deeply challenged, but like it has not been broken by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I have more reason to believe that everything is going to work out than ever before. Like maybe almost foolishly, but like I know it's going to be so sick because I am better than my old self, but in a loving. I think everyone here probably is too. Like if you think about it, like maybe that your old self was in a habit of doing something that maybe you're a little rusty at, but like actually though, your now self could like school your old self so bad. But that's not the point either. But
I get what you're saying. You know what? I can actually tie this back to why we left stand up. Stand up's not fucking healthy. You're seeking validation
Whoops.
from strangers. If you think about it, it's the most toxic fucking environment. And I think removing myself from that and just being creative in my own way actually activates more of my creative energy. I'm more happier with the stuff that I'm putting out there because it's mine. I'm not trying to pander to a bunch of shitty, toxic bros
That's why you got
at
to
like,
put your own
yeah.
show up because, yeah, that's the thing. You have to be a nice person who they can walk on for them to want to book you. All that weird shit like that. Like it is a little bit like that, but that's not to say, just give up and focus on knitting, which I know a lot of people do, and that's what I essentially do. Except it's more like jerking off and eating oatmeal cream pies. That's my version of that, and I guess, yeah, and that's what kills me. These fucking assholes took my goddamn stage, and now I have to fucking sit and just and just go fuck myself. I get it. That's what they essentially do by Ugh. They literally, with their mental illness, just come and they just use the room as group therapy, and I've had it. Like, at least be funny. That's the
That's
problem.
fair. That's valid for open mics. Most
Yeah,
open mics are trash.
yeah, but for the other kinds of shows, that too. Yeah, so I have every reason to be a hothead about this sort of thing.
I hosted a mic maybe 2 months ago at QED, and it was late. It was going late, like 1 a.m. It started at 11 a.m.
Ugh.
And the guys in the last hour all devolved to like the most like unironic or like intelligent massage, and like just like, but it wasn't funny. There was no cheek to it. There was no anything made it funny. It was just like fucking baseless, stupid. And I remember in between them, I just like, I had to announce the next guy. I'm like, this is going really bad.
That is really good, though. I mean, it's fun to actually. That's what I miss. Like when an open mic host would just roast the comedian a little bit, like and push them around, especially if they're new. Like that's their job to get them to work a little better the next time they come around. Like I remember back in the day when they were doing Max Seller open mics, and I was hosting. I was doing that, but it was not cool that I was doing that because I was not in the place. That's the type of thing that you need to be like 30 and up or 35 and up to be an asshole about someone's work like that. Like to be, you can like there needs to be some space and maturity and age. Like if you're the same person, it doesn't work. Like if you're
You just fucking hit it on the head. I feel like, you know how, like, to be the US president, you have to be a minimum age of 35?
Yeah.
For open mics, you have to be at least 35 to be able to say anything because fucking 20-something-year-olds, you haven't lived life.
And
You
they're
haven't,
the
like,
ones
had your
contending
ass
it.
handed to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're the ones running it. And that's what it is. It's like a bunch of stupid 20-somethings who think they're so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's the 35 plus, the 30 plus crew that has done the work on themselves, that has like had some devastating breakups and disappointments.
The introspection.
Jobs.
Yep.
The introspection. The 20-year-olds don't fucking have. They're just like, oh, dick joke, blah, blah. But it's not like the heady shit. That
All
you're
of
just
my
like,
jokes.
Oh man. Just like fucks up my heart, but
Yeah.
I relate. Yeah.
Exactly. I remember I looked at my first comedy show that I did when I was in my 20s because I found like file footage of it, and I don't have anything to talk about. I'm just talking about what's on TV. Like I talk about Jersey Shore, and I talk about how it's weird they don't have a black member on the show, and how they just don't want him. Like Sammy and Ronnie would just stay in the room the whole time. See, all jokes from like 2011. But the point is that it sucks that these people have nothing to say because they've been coddled. We've all have been. Like they don't have real world experience. Whereas back in your 20s, like Jerry Seinfeld looked like a 40-year-old fucking man at like 22. Like, and he, you know, that's why I guess, even though his jokes, yeah, I still think they were a bit corny, like, and they don't hold up. He aged into a comedian because he just worked harder and we gave him the shots to do it. But I look at all those stupid comedians don't who don't have anything. I don't know.
You know who the exception to the rule is, though? I think Pete Davidson
Yeah.
had early trauma, so he could fucking kill it at 18, 20.
I know.
Right? Like, I think
he might have gotten Kim Kardashian pregnant, I heard. So that's a little topical news
Yeah.
for everybody. Does everyone know that? Because I heard that on the radio and I was like, what? No one knows that? Damn. Fuck. Well, on that note, anytime we get into Pete Davidson, I know I gotta leave.
We've mentioned Pete Davidson in this show and the last show.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
should get Pete Davidson on the show.
I don't want to do my own. We have Pete Davidson on the show, and you're fucking looking at him. You know, you're looking at him. Ah! You know, or maybe that was more Adam Sandler, because of the amount of times I yell like him. Like that's I don't know. It's all that, but yeah. And then I go into the bit about how, you know, who needs Pete Davidson? Because I'm the king of Long Island or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, I don't want to do that. Now I'm going to edit out all that stuff and I'm going to have cut it at like earlier. But yeah, we are literally 2 minutes away from the end of the show.
Should we just let it kill us? Like just keep talking and then it's just a jarring ending?
I mean, if that's what you want to do, but I also try to end on a joke. I mean,
Fine,
that's fun too.
Do that.
No. I don't think it's going to happen because I am like fucking tired. It just sucks how tired I am, but I am. Like, I can't believe we made it, and that the show was, in my opinion, there's some clips. There's, you know, I like what you were saying about the open mics. That's the clip you use, and you know, we'll figure out our clips if you want to go back, but
we'll have our people talk. We'll coordinate some posts.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, I don't expect anyone to put this on their main story. You know, just
I'll have your people call my people.
yeah. I don't expect anyone to use this for their main. Like, it's who does that? Only sad people who want attention. Not me. Not
I hate it.
I hate attention.
Yeah. That's a good one to end on.
I hate attention. So, which clip are you posting up later?
Oh God. Yeah. Right. I don't even recall, but I knew I said something, so I'll have to look through the time code. I need to like start like doing like a clap, like how in editing, like to sync sound, like I need to like clap every time I think I said something funny, so I can go back and look for the audio peak on the timeline, so I can
like a true editor, like
Yeah.
a true filmmaker.
Yep, yeah, but that would just not be good. Yeah, maybe you know how there's some people who laugh and they clap at the same time. Maybe I need to be one of those people, like like that, and then I'll know that that's the thing. That's what I should use. Yeah, that was perfect. I like that. I'm not gonna do it again. Fuck. That was stupid to even try and then not try. That was just as bad as not doing it. So
Should have committed. You need to commit.
well,
to
I'm not
because
in
it's
I'm
gonna
not I'm not in
burn.
class anymore, so I don't
Yeah.
have to listen to you. I can do whatever I want. I can go to the precipice, put my nose up against it, and give it a little, and then go away. Like, yeah, I can do anything I want to do because UCB doesn't own me anymore. You know? Yeah, and that's the song I'm gonna like. We all sing that on the way out, but I know you can sing it. I'm not gonna sing that. Like,
Oh, Mike, do you sing? Do you sing also when you do music?
I'm alright. I like to play guitar, but
I bet we're gonna get kicked out right then and there. No, call in soon. I'm seeing it.
Hey guys,
TikTok.
wait, problematic question. Guess what instrument I played growing up?
Triangle.
flute.
Problematic. The answer
Piano.
is problematic. Yeah, there you go. Good job,
Yeah.
Jared.
All right. I know. I had to get it before the call ended. I'm literally watching a ticker go or down and down. But yeah, say something so that we end on that.
Call me Obi-Wan because you're quite gone.
Nice.